Hey guys, welcome to Horror Theater, and today we're going to be taking a look at the origin of the Skinwalker. So sit back, relax, and let's get into it. The Skinwalker is one of the lesser known creatures around, but it might be one of the most terrifying that is said to exist. Hailing from the Navajo culture, the Skinwalker is said to be a powerful witch who harnesses the ability to transform himself into different animals, and even other people. Very little is known about this creature due to the small number of Navajo people that are willing to discuss this matter with anybody not from their culture. The Navajo word for this creature roughly translates to one who walks on all fours, since the animals that a Skinwalker appears as are usually things like wolves, coyotes, foxes, and even some forms of birds like eagles and crows. For this reason, Navajo tribes prohibit these types of pelts to be worn. It is even said by some that a more powerful Skinwalker can actually take the face of a human being and transform into that person. This would give them the ability to walk among us without ever being noticed. The only way a person can be absorbed by the Skinwalker is if you stare directly at its eyes, and only then will it have the ability to control you. A person can become a Skinwalker in a number of ways. Unlike stories like the werewolf, the power of a Skinwalker is something that is sought after by a lot of people. Most Skinwalkers are said to be high priests that have reached the top of their ability, but use their power for evil instead of good. They have become corrupted. They must perform certain evil deeds in order to gain this power, like murder, corrupting a family member, and things of that nature. The person performing these deeds would then be banished from the tribe and roam the desert, mastering its newly found powers. It is said that a Skinwalker can use their eye-locking ability to read a person's thoughts and steal their voice. With this voice, they can lure unsuspecting victims to their grisly fate. They are also said to possess the sounds of infants, which would lead many people towards it. The Skinwalker is usually thought to murder their victims without remorse. There are stories, however, of these creatures creating more of themselves by transforming regular people into Skinwalkers through certain rituals. Like I mentioned before, the Navajo people rarely talk about this subject to themselves, let alone outsiders, so these rituals are not very well known. As menacing as these creatures sound, they aren't invincible. Some say that there are only two ways to kill a Skinwalker for good. One would be to shoot it with a bullet that has been covered in ash. Due to its fast regenerating abilities, normal weapons won't affect it. Another way to kill the creature is to speak its human name to it. Once it hears this, it will get sick and eventually die. There have been several stories of people killing Skinwalkers, only to find the body of a fellow Navajo tribe member in the spot where the creature was killed the night before. There are even stories of Skinwalker hunters that follow the trail that leads them right back to their own home. There are many stories of Skinwalker encounters, like the famous Skinwalker Ranch, which I will talk about in a future video. Since the story of this creature is relatively new to those of us who aren't Navajo, there is a lot more to be uncovered. Anyways, this is the story of the Skinwalker. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Be sure to sub for more creepy stories like this, and hit that bell so you won't miss my next video on the Skinwalker encounters. Thanks for watching, and stay safe out there. You never know what you might run into.